President Trump is back in the White House after his 2024 re-election triumph and promised to drain the swamp once and for all. He handpicks a quartet of loyal warriors: Pete Hegseth, Kristi Noem, Pam Bondi, and Kash Patel, dubbing them his dream team to smash the deep state. Sounds like a blockbuster, right? Fast forward to March 2026, and oh boy, what a plot twist. These horsemen aren't galloping towards accountability, they're tripping over their own hooves, leaving a trail of crashed tankers, shot civilians, courtroom smackdowns, and beer-chugging G-men in their wake. I mean, who needs the Book of Revelation when you've got the 47th administration delivering real-time apocalypse vibes? Pete Hegseth rebrands the Pentagon into the Department of War, evoking the 1940s glory days, then declares no quarter, no mercy for Iran, sounding like he's auditioning for a war crimes tribunal. Meanwhile, 6 airmen die in a KC-135 crash over Iraq, and his team bans photos to avoid bad optics. Kristi Noem calls legally armed citizens domestic terrorists before the ink dries on their blood, and now she's ousted amid perjury probes. Pam Bondi stuffs the New Jersey U.S. attorneys with unconfirmed cronies, only for a judge to slap them down in 130 pages of "nice try." And Kash Patel? Partying like it's the Milan Olympics while the FBI hits pause on a civil rights case. You might be chuckling, but that's the irony of it all. The same insiders who vowed to fix Washington are echoing the bureaucratic nightmares they rallied against. Today on UI Presents, we dig into the 4 horsemen of the 47th, their rises, their reigns of error, and their hypocrisy hanging thicker than DC fog. Buckle up, because this weird little swamp's got alligators, and they're all wearing MAGA hats. Let's set the stage, shall we? Donald Trump storms back into the Oval Office in January 2025, fresh off his November 2024 victory with a mandate to remake Washington. No more endless wars. No more weaponized agencies. No more elite capture. Enter the 4 horsemen. Pete Hegseth for defense, Kristi Noem for Homeland Security, Pam Bondi for Attorney General, and Kash Patel for FBI Director. These aren't random picks. They're battle-tested Trump allies, each with a rap sheet of anti-establishment fire. Hegseth, the Fox News firebrand veteran and podcaster, promised to purge woke generals. Noem, South Dakota's governor who took down a rabid dog and an old goat, yeah, really, vowed border Armageddon on migrants. Bondi, Florida's ex-AG, chased Clinton scandals and now eyes DOJ reform. Patel, the intel whistleblower, swore to expose the FBI's Russia hoax. Trump even signed the Department of War rebrand in early 2025 for a nod to pre-World War II muscle, because nothing says America first like renaming it to sound like a video game boss. Critics howled how it revived the bureaucracy that birthed forever wars, but hey, warrior ethos, right? Fast forward to early 2026. Operation Epic Fury ramps up against Iran. Oil prices spike, and suddenly these horsemen are center stage. Hegseth briefs on March 13th, no quarter, no mercy for enemies. A line that has Geneva Convention lawyers sharpening pencils, because it sorta kinda sounds like executing those who surrender. Days prior, on March 12th, a KC-135 Stratotanker, those flying gas stations keeping jets aloft, plummets in western Iraq, killing all 6 airmen in friendly airspace. No enemy fire, per early reports, but Hegseth's crew bans photographers from the briefing, terrified of unflattering crash site snaps. Why does this matter? Well, because these appointees sold themselves as the antidote to deep state rot, ignored evidence, mission creep, image control. Yet here they are, months in, mirroring it, pixel for pixel. Noem's DHS labels slain nurse Alex Pretty and Renee Good legally carrying as terrorists. Pre-investigation after a January 24th shooting. Leaked bystander video shows Pretty disarmed and on the ground before shots rang out. But Noem doubles down in a March 3rd Senate testimony. Now, Senators Durbin and Raskin demand a perjury probe, and Trump's replaced her amid mass deportation stall. Bondi installs a New Jersey triumvirate, unconfirmed loyalists via Vacancies Act, only for Judge Brand to disqualify them March 9th, warning of case-killing risks. She tweets it's obstruction, but smells like revenge installs. Patel, post-U.S. hockey gold, February 22nd, he's chugging beers in Milan, while FBI shells Minneapolis shooting probes and eyes ice trackers. This isn't just incompetence. It's irony so thick you could spread it on toast. The horsemen rode in on promises of daylight, but delivered more shadows. Alright, let's ride deeper into this circus, starting with Pete Hegseth, the defense horseman who's turning the Pentagon into a bad action flick. Confirmed amid 2025 hearings where Dems grilled his drinking history and tattoos, Hegseth hit the ground running, or crashing, quite literally. The Department of War rename? Signed with fanfare. Meant to channel Pentagon-era grit, but detractors note it resurrects the pre-1947 setup for Vietnam and Korea entanglements. Cute symbolism until March 13th, Hegseth vows no quarter, no mercy against Iran in a briefing. Phrasing that echoes unlawful order. Geneva forbids denying quarter to surrendering foes. War crime whispers erupt, but his focus? Banning photographers days after the KC-135 horror. 6 airmen, names like Tyler Simmons from Ohio, gone in a flash during epic Fury Ops. CENTCOM calls it friendly airspace. No hostiles, yet no transparency. Rescue ongoing morphed into all confirmed dead. But Hegseth's team prioritizes polished briefings over raw grief. These warriors are policing pixels while real warriors plummet. If that's draining the swamp, I'm the Tooth Fairy. Ship to Kristi Noem, Homeland's fallen horsewoman, whose reign was a masterclass in rush judgment and political pyrotechnics. Appointed to supercharge deportation, she touted unprecedented chaos at the border. But January 24th, shooting claims Renee Good and Alex Pretty. Good weeks earlier, Pretty, a nurse who has a legal carry. Noem slaps domestic terrorists label pre-probe, ignoring bystander videos showing Pretty compliant, hands up then down for good. March 3rd testimony, she digs in, fueling Fed's overreach skeptics. By mid-March 2026, she's ousted. Durbin and Raskin perjury push Trump's deportation reset. Mass expulsions stalled. Irony bites. The dog-shooting governor, yeah, she wrote about popping her pup Cricket for goat chasing, couldn't corral facts before firing accusations. Her defenders cried deep state sabotage, but leaked footage doesn't lie, unlike initial narratives. Labeling armed citizens terrorists while migrants pour in? That's not securing the homeland, that's auditioning for Hypocrisy Hall of Fame. Pam Bondi, AG Horseman, brings Florida flair to DOJ, or fiasco. Trump's impeachment warrior installs Jordan Fox, Philip Lamparello, Ari Fontecchio as New Jersey U.S. attorneys, dodging the Senate via 1998 Vacancies Act. On March 9th, Judge Matthew Brand's 130-page nuke disqualifies them, flags dismissal risks for cases. Bondi rants on X, calling it obstruction, but it smells like loyalty over law. Her history? Impeachment star, but critics eye Trump case coziness. This trio unvetted, handling Fed prosecutions, bold or banana republic, paired with Patel's antics and comedy of errors. Speaking of Kash Patel, FBI's beer-slinging director, confirmed after vowing FBI overhaul, he exposes hoaxes. That was until the February 22nd Milan Olympics. U.S. men's hockey crushes Canada for gold. Patel in the locker room? Chugging beer, spraying, posting defensively. Cut to stateside, the FBI pauses civil rights probes on Minneapolis shootings. Probes signal groups tracking ICE amid violation claims. G-Man ideal? More like party animal ignoring probes. Contrast Ruby Ridge purity with Olympic revelry. Patel's the horseman who brought the keg, not the cuffs. Threads connect. All 4 pledge to drain the swamp, yet deliver deep state deja vu. Image control, Hegseth photos, prejudged threats, Noem's labels, loyalty installs, Bondi trio, and probe pauses, Patel in the FBI. Timelines scream contradiction. 2025 promises versus 2026 pratfalls. Counter-arguments? Chaos inherited, enemy sabotage. Fair, but evidence mounts inconsistencies. Leaks, rulings, crashes, not just conspiracies or patterns. Horsemen? More like the Keystone Cops in red ties. So where does this leave us with the 4 horsemen of the 47th? Pete Hegseth soldiers on amid war drums and photo bans. Kristi Noem's booted but defiant. Pam Bondi's battling judges. Kash Patel's popping bottles. What starts as an anti-swamp crusade morphs into a familiar fog. Bureaucratic shields over accountability. The KC-135 ghosts, Pretty's video, Brand's ruling, Milan chugs, each is a crack in the armor. I find it darkly amusing, this gallows parade. Trump picks disruptors and they manage to just disrupt themselves. Hypocrisy isn't partisan. It's human, amplified by power. The implications? If the Horsemen falter, trust erodes faster than Iraqi runways. Deeper probes are needed. Like, who pulls the strings? Are these stumbles or strategy? The evidence is inconclusive, but the pattern always provokes. We peeled the onion, tears optional, laughter mandatory in this farce. Washington promised change, delivered a circus. Till next investigation, stay skeptical, question boldly. I'm Kyle Fields. Good night.